Hi, welcome. My name is Toby, and I help coaches and experts build their sales funnel, work on their messaging, and actually get clients online without the tech overwhelm or stress, basically. And in this video, I want to show you a predictable sales funnel that you can run as a coach or an expert if you are looking to grow your impact, make money online and grow your influence and income online. All right, so this is the exact sales funnel strategy that I use to for my clients that I work with that to make $10,000 in a month. But here's the mistake I see most people make when trying to create a sales funnel, or they don't even have a sales funnel. And most people, what they do, or most coaches, what they do is the post and pray. So they post content out there and just hope that somebody out there will see the content, resonate with it, and buy something from them. But the problem is that, yes, a lot of people will see your content, but if you don't take people through a path to actually buy something from you, if you are just hoping that they will know that you are the one, you are going to be losing a lot of money. You're going to be leaving a lot of money on the table. And the reason is because there are so many people out there with so many offers. There are people who are who are not even as well spoken as you, who are not well as like they don't actually have the experience that you have, but they have what they do have is a structure and a system and a way to actually get clients and a way to actually get visible out there, right? So if you are in that post and pray in that post and pray system, I'm just going to post online and hope somebody sees me, hope somebody wants to buy something from me, and they will text me when they are ready. You're going to be leaving a lot of money on the table. And another mistake is staying in that consistency loop. The biggest lie that has ever been told for people or for coaches, experts who want to make money online is that you should post consistently. Because when people say post consistently, they don't really tell you what it takes to actually post consistently. And one of the things that I've seen with people who post consistently is that they get stuck in a consistency loop. So they go posting for like 14 days or 1 month. They go all in for 1 month and post consistently, and then they don't get the results, and then they relapse, and maybe they go offline again for another 2 months, and then they come back again, go again for another 1 week, relapse, go again, things like that. You get stuck in that constant loop when if you don't have a proper funnel, if your funnel is not structured, if your sales system is not structured. Another trap that a lot of people fall in is the viral trend. So they're looking for the next viral trend. What is trending now? What can I jump on to get a lot of views? And what they think is that like virality will give them sales, right? And but here's the facts, right? Constant posting will not get the clients. Constant posting will not get the clients. Viral contents will not get the clients. You can go viral and get a bunch of people who don't even care about what you're offering. They're interested in what you're saying, but they don't care about what you're offering, right? And most content that go viral are usually broad content, right? And I'm not saying virality is not good. It's good to go viral. It's free eyeballs for your business. But if you are going viral for the wrong reasons, or you are going viral and there's no system to actually bring people from actually knowing you to being nurtured by you and actually buying from you, the virality is just going to be a waste. So what you end up doing is you build a following, but you will be frustrated because there's no way to actually convert them to clients. Right. So what guarantees you clients is your funnels and systems. What guarantees you clients is your funnels and systems. There are all the ingredients that play along with that, which is your messaging. What are you actually saying about yourself? And I made a full video when I talked about content strategy. So you can check my channel to see that video where I talk about funnel client no content strategy rather. Right. So having said that, this is what a funnel looks like. So a funnel, as you can see, like the top is wide open, and then as people come into the funnel shrinks. So there are three parts of a funnel. There's what we call the top of the funnel, then there's the middle of the funnel, and then there's the bottom of the funnel. Now, what top of the funnel does is to actually get people to be aware of what you're doing, right? So one of the things I used to tell coaches is that what are you actually doing to make people like to get people to see you, to know you? Right? So what are you actually doing? And most of the answers I get is I'm posting content every day. And constant content, if you're selling something online, is just a constant key. You cannot do anything without content. If you are selling something online, content is a constant key, right? There are other strategies that needs to make up like you actually making money online, right? So, but the top of funnel is typically for awareness, right? And then the middle of the funnel is for nurturing, and the bottom of the funnel is for selling. Everything that are doing here requires your content, right? So, how people get to be aware of you is your top of the funnel. What you are doing actually to nurture the people that are now aware of you is your middle of the funnel, and then what you do to actually get them to be clients is your bottom of the funnel, right? So it's just simple. It's the ANS. So awareness, nurture, and then sell. And then content has to go your content has to speak to these different people that are in the different stages of your funnel, right? And awareness is a different topic on its own. There's like the awareness level. You need to understand the awareness level of the people you are talking to. There's the problem aware. There are people who are unaware of the problem. There are people who are solution aware. There are people who are problem aware. There are people who are product aware. And there are people who are most aware, right? So you need to know which awareness level you're speaking to. But but typically in a funnel, what drives people to actually know you is ads, right? It's ads, giving out a lot of free value, giving out a lot of free content out there. Value is value is what makes people actually want to work with you. And so if you're not giving enough value, you shouldn't expect value in return in terms of people actually paying you. So you want to give enough value out to the market, and you want to actually run ads to your top of the funnel, because there are two ways to actually get people to know you. There's the organic and there's the paid traffic. Now, organic traffic is you hoping for the algorithm to work in your favor. Most times it does. There are people who have coined out ways to um actually make the algorithm work in your favor and things like that. But really, going viral is nothing but luck, right? Going viral is nothing but luck, right? You can post, someone can go viral. I post that exact same content and it won't go viral. There are ingredients that form virality, but you can't just open going viral. So you have to employ ads, right? Strategic ads to actually push your content out there, to push what you know out there. And then there's the nurture, right? So part of what we do in the awareness stage, what we do in the awareness stage is to actually create lead magnets, and these lead magnets will help us to build our email list, right? Will help us to build our email list, and our email list. What we want to do in this nurture, with nurturing, is to ensure that we are giving people value. So through long form content, this can be like a YouTube where you're actually giving people value, or through an email list where you're sending emails. Um, you're sending emails periodically, maybe twice in a week, 3 times in a week. You're sending emails periodically to educate people. And what we want to do with those emails are to actually give them value, free resources, give them what they need, actually solve like a part of their problem, not all their problem, a part of their problem, so that they can trust you. So the keyword there is trust. So we want to build trust. Then we going down to the bottom of the funnel is actually selling to them. So you should have like a sales page, or what I do most times for my clients is to run free webinars. So people that now know us, they will qualify them with the content that I sending to them. So they know exactly what we can help them to do. They know who we are serving and all of those things. We invite them to a free webinar. Just say, hey, We are hosting a free webinar. Come for that free webinar. And on that webinar, the webinar is simply just a 60 minutes presentation where we give value and we sell to them, right? So this is actually what we call value selling, and it's one of the like best ways to sell to people because now people to a level they've resonated with you. They now know what you do. They know who you are. They've connected with you before they actually buy from you. So when they even buy from you, they are open to work with you because they've spent time with you. And there's a stats that says that before somebody can buy with you, they must have spent at least 7 hours, right? So before someone can buy from you, they must have spent at least 7 hours with you. Right. So what we do in this phase, um, from this space to this space is to ensure that people are spending more time with us, and gaining our trust, right? And that's how we actually run a typical funnel. And this is how this is an example, right? So for most of the clients that we work with, what we do is to we create content. We create content that attracts, right? Most of the time because we won't wait for the algorithm to boost our post or do something magical to our post to actually get us the view. What we actually do here is to run ads. So we run ads to post like this. But what we'll do is to optimize the profile to create like a lead magnet, a very, very useful resource that people want, or we can embed the lead magnet in the content. So we can create content and the caption say, if you want this, comment that, and we'll send something over to you, right? And what we're doing with those lead magnets are to gather people's email list. So we want to gather people's email addresses, build an email list, or we just put the lead magnets on the bio. So once somebody goes to the client's profile, they'll get a lead magnet, right? They see a lead magnet, they submit their email, and we typically ask for emails and names, and we gather their details, right? So then we'll take them to an email list, right? Or and also most times we have a secondary platform, which is probably YouTube, right? Where we give them value or send them some free resources. We um we send them ebooks, we send them ebooks, master classes, free things just for them to get to trust us. We nurture them, right? And while we're doing this, we're also selling. So either we're sending them to like a um, sales page where they get to buy something from us, and this is here, right? So we're sending them to a sales page or we're inviting them for a free webinar where we sell for them. So this is simply how we run a funnel that gives you predictable sales. So that way you're not waiting for the algorithm, you're not waiting for you're not just posting and hoping it works. It's something that is predictable. And we can predict it and say, okay, if we get 1,000 people check our content, from this, we should be able to get about 10%, 10% of that number that will sign up for our lead magnet. And from there, we should be able to get maybe 5% that will buy from us. So it becomes predictable. You're able to use data and you're able to predict results. All right. So actually I've written down like a checklist, a sales funnel checklist for coaches and experts. So if you are a coach or an expert, you want to start your coaching business, you want to learn about funnel, this checklist will guide you through like everything that you need to have, your sales page, your opt-in page, how to write your opt-in page, the email sequences that you should have and things like that. So it's a full funnel checklist. So you can check the link in the description to download that. Just drop your email or on your first name and we'll send it over to you. And then also you can work with me. I work with coaches and experts. We help them to build this. I don't have a course, I don't have a workshop or anything. Just concentrated on helping clients get results. So you can book a call with me. The link is in the description, or you can DM me Recon on Instagram, and we can take it up from there. I hope you got value from this video. If you did, just leave a like so that other people can see it. And yeah, see you in the next video.